teaching machine. This is my new video on chatbot framework which I created myself. It is a new kind of a RAG based chatbot. I think there is no such framework available like this. I think this is the first one. Okay, let's get started. The actual audience for this video would be the managers who are leading chatbot applications or chatbot related frameworks, or the developers who are working on chatbots and building chatbots, and LLM enthusiasts, people who want to know how we can leverage LLM for chatbots. Okay, I'll just show you a few websites and a few chatbots, why we need this kind of RAG based chatbot, and why we have to look for alternative chatbot engines. So here you can see this is one of the known websites to you, maybe other website. So they have a chatbot. So this is the response what I am getting from them when I am doing some chat. And there is another website, there is a bot called Eva at HDFC. You can see I just asked one question, but it is throwing a fallback error which says it doesn't have any idea about this particular kind of questions. And this is most popular IRCTC website. Disha is the bot name. So you can see how Disha is giving the responses. So basically these bots are not handling the user messages apart from the trained data sets. So that's the issue. To handle these kind of issues, these kind of fallbacks, we need to uh, create a chatbot which can handle any kind of inputs from the user. So there will be no more sorry I didn't get you, something like that. With my framework which I am proposing now, it's going to handle all these kinds of errors, fallback errors. Let's get started. So here whatever you are seeing is a fictional company called Kiran Health. So I built a chatbot for Kiran Health. What are the services is given by Kiran Health? So you can see here these are the services given by Kiran Health. There are a few services. I have one line descriptions, I have URLs and actual URLs and overall name of the service. You can see if I start the conversation like I'm not feeling well. So earlier, so what is the difference between this chatbot and previous conventional chatbots? So in this framework we are using LLM in the backend, and we are not using any training data, unlike other chatbot frameworks. Like I have developed chatbots using Rasa framework, Azure bot framework, Google Dialogflow and BotJet, many more. But there what will happen, in order to train the bot you should create your own training data set. But because of LLMs the training data is no more required, but a little bit of domain specific or company specific information is required, like this. So this is related to Kiran Health. So whatever we are asking, any question related to any health, the responses which we are giving are correlated with the kiranhealth.com. So there is a URL kiranhealth.com/telemedicine which will provide you the doctor consultation. So when I am feeling not well, bot is saying that okay, sorry to hear that. So it is handling the emotions as well. It is taking care of the emotions of the person who is giving that message. So now here let me go into other context. I want to order a few meds. So I want to order a few medications. So there is a URL called pharmacy. So it's giving me this URL. This should be a clickable URL, but due to some issues maybe this URL was not formed like this, but that's not an issue. So here it is giving us the contextual answer. So let's see, this is a contextual bot, it's not like other bots. So contextual in the sense I'm just giving it my name. My name is maybe Simba. Now if I ask it the same question like what is my name, whether it is remembering my conversation or not. I can check like this. So if it can recall the memory, yeah, here you see. So it is a contextual bot which can remember up to 10 conversations. So that is another add-on for this bot. Whatever you are seeing here is a response of the API. I'm using Llama API here from Deep Infra. So I've deployed this solution here at Deep Infra. I'm using this. You can also go to Deep Infra and deploy any kind of LLM models here, and it is very cheapest cloud provider for LLM APIs. So what I did here is I just took a few set of URLs and a one line description for each service. That's it. This is my uh, company data. Let's say I can add more here, but for this demo purpose I just added here only 6 items or 5 items. So what I did, this is the actual framework, you can see. So this is the overall framework, like what we are doing. We are getting one input from message, we are passing that to the engine, chatbot engine, and we are getting the responses. But what is happening in the chatbot API? So this is the core part which I'm going to show you now. So what are we doing there? This is the overall framework. Under the hood, what is happening? So under the hood, basically when you are getting a message, you should classify whether the user is guest user or logged in user. In case if he is guest user, you can take him to other direction, like login for continuing the chat, or you can show only guest user data. If he is logged in user, based on the user profile you can give customized responses, like hello Kiran when Kiran logs in, instead of saying hello user. Okay, like now what I'm doing here, once we get a message to this API, under the hood we have this particular framework. So the framework follows this flow. Once user sends a message, we will get a message to the bot engine. Bot engine will decide what to do. So if the message is having some entities and intents, the SimpleRAGBot class is there in the Python script. So here this is the main core functionality of this bot. So this will segregate the entities and intent behind the user message. Then it will also consider the contextual conversation which was given by user, which was responded by bot earlier. If this conversation is starting from hi to till now, the entire information will be saved in the context. Along with the context, along with the latest user message, we will be hitting this Llama API. It will give us if at all there are any entities available. Otherwise the same message will be sent to the classification engine. Here we will classify what kind of message it is with respect to the business use cases, like we have these many businesses, so we will classify the message into any one of these things. Once we classify, we will again hit the API, then we will get the response. That response will be shown to the front end. So this is what I did here. If we go into the technical point of view, here we have a RAGBot, SimpleRAGBot, where we will configure LLM APIs. I'm using Llama 370B. Then the endpoint and what should be the response, and I'm going to load these services here in the SimpleRAGBot. Then the responses will be shown in the interface. But before showing the response, we are doing two-stage checkups. One is entity extraction. If at all user messages contains any entities like complete blood picture or any lab test name, something like that, we will extract them and take the user to that particular page. Once we extract the entities, we will again send the same message along with the entities to this classification part. Here the message will be classified into any one of those 5, or connect to our company, connect to our call center executive, something like that. Later we are restricting the output of the LLM API in order to reduce the cost and in order to make it faster. And then this function will take the user messages and append every message to conversation. The final API response will be the message which user wants. Here we are cleaning up the data, and here is the API key. So this is what I developed to effectively handle customer queries. And this method is streaming method. Whenever you are sending any message, you will get a streaming output like ChatGPT. So you can take this UI and deploy it anywhere, wherever you want to, and you can customize this particular UI according to your business. So that's all from my end today. If at all you have any questions, please write in the comments. I'll reach out to you, or I'll try to help you out. Thank you.